How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow Season 7, Episode 12, titled Too Legit to Quit. Alright, so, um, last episode, like 10 million weeks ago, ended with, Robot Astra stabbing Gideon in the back. This episode starts with a race against time. They take her to the ship and put her in the med bay. And the only way to heal her is to turn on evil Gideon. They do so. And of course, evil Gideon is like, okay, time to die. Right? But before they do that, Astra had not Astra. Gideon had mentioned Protocol 276. When Astra tries to turn it on, Evil Gideon responds with, "Ha, that only works if I'm in danger of being killed." And he's like, "Wait, who's that in the med bay?" Then she realizes there's someone in the med bay. It's like, "Wait, who is that?" And when they reveal it's Gideon, she's like, "Fuck." Evil Gideon's like, "Fuck." I stopped trying to kill the legends because Gideon is in the med bay and suffocating. And so this entire episode, Evil Gideon is trying to kill off the legends. Uh, because she's evil. But our Gideon is like, nope. They actually almost. So they're all trying to. So after both Gideons have a discussion and they're like, oh, they'll just retire. It's fine. Just take them home. How do we know that they're not? They are shown their futures. But the team is reluctant because they don't want to leave the timeline in the hands of an evil AI, and that's it. So Gideon realizes she needs to be the one to stay because Time Master Protocol, a captain, and an AI. Um, and so with after being shown all their futures, Zari herself is like, I. She's like very much like I don't do anything heroic. Like she's like having like an existential crisis over the fact that she takes off the totem. Apparently, she apparently takes off the totem and goes back to being just a socialite influencer. And she's like, I'm fucked. I'm a failure at life. Like she's like she's not so much coming to terms with it, but it's like, oh no, like she's like having like an existential crisis, like and shit. And it's now how do I put this? In the futures, we find out that Sarah and Ava have a daughter, or it seems to be two daughters, right? Because you got two voices that's saying bye, and then it's bye mom and bye mama. So obviously, they have two kids. They have two daughters who are at camp, and it's like, wait, they have kids. That's amazing. Uh, Nate apparently writes a book about his adventures through time. Um, Bayrod becomes like a celebrity, like TV show type celebrity. Like he ends up having his own show with his own music, which is great. Astro becomes a presidential nominee at the very least. In 2040, she's in the elections for president, which based you love to see it. It's too bad it'll never happen in real life, cause unfortunately, I live in a country that has the big dumb, a very serious case of the big dumb, but it has it nonetheless. Spooner goes back to her mom to her own time in 1925 and spends the rest of her life with her mom. Apparently, it was a time anomaly. She wasn't supposed to be in the 2010s, 2020s, but she is because shenanigans. Let's see who else. We covered Astro. Oh, Gwen. Uh, Gwen goes to the Welsh countryside and lives alone for the rest of his days with some sheep. Um, yeah. Uh, this scene causes Ava and Zari to be like Zari realizes her hero moment is saving Alan, and Ava's like, "No, you're not gonna live alone. Like, like what the fuck, man? Like, you've done so much for us. Like, we can't just let you live your life alone like this." And so, uh, when Gideon realizes this, she goes and seemingly grabs Alan, from the timeline and brings him to the ship and all is well, right? They take a picture. Everybody scatters to where they're supposed to be, and it's just Gary and Gideon. Gary doesn't get shown a future, which is weird. But to be fair, I guess Gary is Gary. We find out why Gary doesn't get shown in a bit. So Gary plans a romantic French dinner between him and Gideon, where Gideon drops the bomb that Alan's death is a fixed point, and yeah, and the Alan we have is a robot. This, of course, upsets Gary because Gideon lied, and as Gary goes to tell Gideon that he is he's gonna stay, uh, evil Gideon shoots him out of the airlock by telling Gary that Gideon's in the armory. Because not Gideon, sorry, because Gary's an idiot and went into a place with a fucking where he could just be yeeted out of the ship. Like, what? No, don't. So, Gary gets yeeted out of the ship into the temporal zone. Hence why he didn't get a future shown to him. He had no future. Rest in peace, Gary. You will be missed. It was fun having you around. Uh, this causes Gideon to what I'm pretty sure is champagne, and she just goes cold logic. Remember how we had evil we had like logical Gideon a couple episodes back, and it was because back in the reality show episode when everyone made fun of Gideon because she slept with Gary because she wanted a relationship and to be happy and loved and whatnot. Yeah, we get evil logical Gideon again. Well, not so much evil, but we get the logical Gideon again, and the episode ends. Um. Oh no, sorry. One more scene. Um. Gwen shows Alan, the or Robo Alan technically, the time machine, and rips the CPU out of Alan and says, "I'm coming for you, my boy." And that's the last scene of the episode. Um. Well then, like this episode do be I don't want the legends to end like this. Now with Gary being dead, we're down a legend. Gideon is probably gonna be. I I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like uh, obviously we got one more episode in the finale. And I just for the season, and it's not titled the series finale, which means there's another season. But like, this entire evil Gideon arc it's been stretched too far. They took it too far, and because of how long they took it we lost the main character. Possibly. Who knows? Maybe he'll just jump the ship after everything goes back to normal. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? We don't know. But as it stands, Gary is dead because they took too long to deal with Evil Gideon. Oh, sorry. Gary is dead, and Gideon has gone super logical again. This entire show is on the shoulders of the season finale, and possibly next season's premiere. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's great for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright. Catwoman's coming up next! Woo!